Hi, I'm back, and this evening I want to image the Rosetta Nebula, which I believe is NGC 2237. So let's go ahead and start that process. We don't need anything on the left hand side of the screen or anything on the right top. We're just going to open up Voyager. So minimize this Viking. Let's see if it's in the robo clip. And I don't think it is. No. So let's just add it. Okay, so we're going to go in here and look up NGC space 2237. We'll use CSAM, and then we're going to add it. I'm going to say OK. And then I'm going to put this as a note just so I remember it. It's the Rosetta Nebula. And now I need to save this into the RoboClick database, so I'm just going to go click this. Okay, and we can see it's right here. And I didn't put it in a group, but I guess that's okay. So now let's go and open up the dragscript again. And we're going to edit, or we're going to call up our master dragscript. And I don't think double clicking on this works, but we'll see. Yes, it does. Great. Okay. So you can see right now, if we were to run this dragscript, we would be imaging M63, but I don't want to do that. I want to edit this. And I want to add NGC to 2237. So we're going to go here. And then I'm going to bring up RoboClip. And because I just added it, this is the one that I just added. So I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to say Use Selected Target. Okay, we can see that it filled in. Great. So we need to say OK. And you can see here that it indeed is the target that we're going to do. Now we have to save this because we're reusing that master over and over just to make it easy. So again, we're going to use the master dragscript and say save. And yes, I want to replace it. And then because we've done that, all's good. As you can see, we're still thinking it's M63. So we're going to fix that by reloading the script. And there we go. Okay. Now this time I want to make sure we follow along with what's happening in the monitor window here. So I'm going to go up and enter full view screen for you guys. And then I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can't make this a little wider so we can see a little better. Whoops, I just did the opposite. Let me get this out of the way here. You can move these things around all over the place. Monitor. And now I've got the whole cotton picking thing. Not what I wanted to do, but what the heck. put it here. You know, a little fussy. There we go. Okay. So if he had like, well, here we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and run the script, drag script, which means I'm going to click right here and start it. And yes. And so as you recall, we were following the green arrow, and we can see here that it's talking to Viking, and it's starting up the mount. That's this window. I'm going to minimize that. And I think it's still talking to it. This is the planetarium. Again, as I've said, that oftentimes the setup, because it involves so many pieces of software, the first time the setup might not work, but it's set up to try for at least 3 times. So in this case, it has worked. So we're going to start now, and the end time, let's see, wait time is just 20 seconds. Okay, so it's waiting. Here we go. I'm going to move this down a little so we can see the arrow. Okay, here we are. So it's opening the roof, okay, and we can see that in the lower left-hand video screen. And I think I've said this before, the video is buffering slow here, so it looks like it's stopped, but it's really not. And we can tell when the roof gets open, this 2 will change, well, actually this 1 will change to on. And so we know that the roof is on. Okay, so we're going to wait for, still waiting, total of 50 seconds for the roof to open up. And then we're going to open up the lens cover at this line right here. That's what's going on right there. We should see the lens cover start to open up here shortly. It's waiting for 20 seconds. I put in these weights mainly for me, so if there's any troubleshooting issues, I can sort of figure it out. So when we switch this over to production, we may take some of those weights out. So the cover should be opening up now, because that's what this command is. And it looks like it did. It's just that the video buffer is slow. So we should see sort of a jump here, because it's going to, yeah, there it is. That's the lens cover, and it's supposed to be going to zenith right now and doing the blind solve with a mount sync. And I think it is doing that. It's just that it doesn't look that way because of the buffering. Okay, so there we are. And it looks like we have completed that. I think we should be back up here. Not quite. Let's see where we are. Well, we should come pretty quickly to the... okay. Well, for some reason, this isn't going to work. Let's see why not. So it parked itself, closed the lens cover, and there must be a yellow thing here someplace that tells us why it didn't like that. Sometimes it's hard to find. Okay, why didn't you like this? Oops, it's right there. If I can get this a little wider, make it easier, I think. Target's too low. Okay, so we're going to have to wait here a little bit. So let's see, minimum attitude. So I'll have to look and see. If we look over here, we can see this is the target. And this is the time. So yeah, it's still too low. So I'm going to pause this and come back in a little bit when the target's up. A little higher. Okay.